Yesterday we started working on our GitHub repositories, right? We created 2 repos and we were doing push and then clone, right? So let us continue working on the same. Git status. I'm on demo branch. Any branch is fine. So we are on master branch. Yeah. So we are here on the master branch, right? So we were learning the clone part. Clone is nothing but a copy of remote, right? And then what is a pull? What is the difference between clone and pull? Any idea? And what is a pull does? Let me show you. Suppose this is my repository, right? Let's say someone else, this repository would be shared across multiple people or multiple groups. So there might be chances other people might be making changes over here. Let's assume that someone else have pushed some changes. See, like I have local repository, you too have your local repository. You might have pushed those changes. For now, I'm just creating from the UI, assuming that someone else created these changes. Let's say file 3, some dummy lines. I'm just creating the file from the UI. Someone might have pushed from their local also. So this is created. So there is some new commit. Is that available in my local repository? Is that new commit, new file available here? Definitely no, right? So already repository is there. Now I want to get some updates which are there on remote and which are missing on my local. Means, see, I might have cloned on October 1st. Now today it is October 10th. Meanwhile, there might be multiple people uploading their changes or pushing their changes to the same remote repository, right? So to get that updates, you have a command called git pull origin master, git pull origin, right? Git pull origin. So you can see here the changes, right? Pull command will get the update. See here you got the updates as well as you get the log. Git log. Right? So this is what a pull command does. Now let me show you another interesting part. Let's say I'm just creating another file. Assume that some other changes were being pushed because parallel development keep on going on. Multiple people will be pushing their changes. It could be Devops project or a development project. Right? So this is what it is. Now I just want to get those changes. What should I do? Obviously git pull, right? Suppose if I want to get the changes, but I don't want to merge it. There is something else called git fetch. Git fetch origin, the branch name, or simply git fetch origin. What it does, see, it tells you, it gives you this verbo saying that there were some updates. But if you see, the file is not downloaded, if you notice, right? So means git fetch will tell you there were some changes, but it will not merge them. The one in action is actually pull command, git pull origin. See, then you get the file and the log. So these 3 commands looks and sound similar, and this is the difference between them. Which commands? Clone, pull, and fetch. What is the difference between them? How they are different? Clone is if you get a copy from remote. Get a copy from remote. Okay. Get a copy from remote and create a local repository. That's what clone does. Pull is like getting the updates. It doesn't copy the entire repository, just get the updates. That's what is pull does. Fetch is like it will just show you there were some changes. That's all. So that's how these three commands are different. Is this much clear, everyone? Is the difference is clear?
Yes.
So these are the three commands, and accordingly we can use. Most of the times we use pull because like we will be cloning it once, later on we'll be keep on pulling it. Let us look into some use cases on these things. Let me just get the changes. Oh, you already got the changes, so repository is clean. Okay, let us look into few interesting scenarios now. Okay, let me go to remote again. I'm just creating file 5. File for demonstration. Okay, now obviously this change is not there with me, right? This file 5 is not there. That's okay. Parallelly development is happening, that keep on continuing the work on remote. So now what I'm doing is I'm just making my changes here. Okay. So it's just an unstaged untracked file. So I would add this git add file 6 and then git commit -m local changes or something like this, and done. It should be clean, right? This is what we have already learned pretty much well. So now just I made some changes. Okay, fine. I'm done with my changes. Now I want to push the changes to remote. What is the command now? Can you guys help me with the command? What is the command to do this now? Correct, git push origin master, so that it should push my changes from local to remote. So what happens now? Will it push successfully? Any idea? Okay, let me run this. See, it gives you error rejected. Failed to push some references. Updates were rejected because remote contains some work that you do not have locally. Remote contains some work you don't have locally. Right? This is usually caused by another repository pushing to the same reference. If you want to integrate the remote changes, use git pull. So it was telling you updates were rejected. Means this could handle the means updates when you are pushing, it has rejected. So the thumb rule here is always your local repository should be having the latest changes from remote before you push your changes. Right? Means the in simple layman terms, you should have the latest copy. Then only you can push your changes. Or else in another way, like let's say I clone the repository in October 1st. It's October 10th now. In these 10 days, many other collaborators might have pushed their changes, right? So I should first pull it before I push. Is that making sense? So I should first pull before I change. So can you tell me how do I do the push? Sorry, how do I do the pull?
Git pull.
Git pull horizon
Gen
master. This is what I should do. So if I do it, what happens is it will get the commits from local, from remote to local, right? From remote, commits from remote will come into local. Also, I have one commit itself in local, which I have to actually push, right? So you will have these two commits. When you push it back to remote, you will see two commits on remote. Okay, you will see two commits pushed back. But it doesn't look good, right? You are just pulling the changes, then you are pushing back. But it looks like an additional change, additional commit ID is being generated. To avoid this, what you can do? Git pull origin with rebase. With rebase means minus R. Yesterday we have learned the concept of rebase. Rebase will help you avoid unnecessary merge IDs, right? So this is what it does. Git pull origin rebase. So if you do it, what happens? It will just have one commit which will be having changes both from local and which you, because you are pulling, it will not create additional commit ID. So when you push back, you will see only one commit pushing back. Understood the difference? So this is preferable. This is what we do. And you can do hands-on on both. If you are having Windows, try both the scenarios. But in Mac, you can do only this one. It will not allow normal pull because that's not the best practice. Is this clear? So I would now pull with rebase. Good to go, or any questions, confusions from anyone? Okay, let me go with the hands-on then. So what I should do? Git pull origin. Okay, before that, just check here. There were 6 commits. Okay, git pull origin. Master rebase. Okay, now you push it. Your changes would be pushed successfully and you should see only one additional commit, not 2. And if you click here, you will see the one you intended to push will be shown here. Understood? If you have done normal pull, it would have shown you 2 commits added over there. Am I clear?
Yes.
Let me show you another interesting use case. Okay, so I have this file 7. So, okay, parallelly development is happening. I'm not bothered about what changes are there. I'm also working on it. Okay, done. So, add file 7, git commit -m file 7, added. Right? So it's all working directory is clean. Now, like I just want to push my changes. So will this work? What would be the error? Or what would be the correction? Always a thumb rule is you should pull, you should have the latest copy before you push. Okay, fine, but let me just try. It should tell me obviously rejected. So I should do a pull, correct? Obviously, I'll do a rebase pull only. That is always suggested. But will it pull successfully now?
It shows a
That's
conflict.
get a conflict. Again, the concept is same. Why are you getting conflict? You are pulling from remote. Remote is your source here. Earlier, source and destination both are in my local repo. Source is one local branch, destination is another branch. But now here, source is a remote branch. Destination is the local branch. From source, I am trying to pull. But source is missing some commit which I just made in my local, in destination. So, reason for conflict, concept behind it, reason for it, everything is same. How do you fix it is also same. See, you accept current or incoming or both. File shows both the changes. You sit with the person with whom you got conflict and resolve it. That's it. That's the only difference. because it's coming from other person or from remote, right? People will sit together, discuss and decide. Anyhow, now I'm just selecting this, save it. Whenever you modify the file, obviously you will add and commit, right? Just a second. Okay, so we got this conflict. So now also do the same, add and commit. Add, git add this file 7, and then you don't have to commit. It is giving you the clue, git rebase continue. You can run this command, git rebase continue. See, it will ask you some message because it just works like a merge with a commit message. So git rebase continue. I just want to put file 7 added. That should be fine. See, done. Now if you see the status, it's good. Now you push it. Before pushing, just let me check how many commits. Only one should be there because I'm using pull with rebase, 8 commits. And now the changes were pushed and you see 9 commits. Perfect, right? So this is about the way you resolve the conflicts on remote, and this is how you push using push and you pull using rebase. Is this much clear? Any queries in this part from anyone? So this is about the remote repositories. Any questions? I think the concepts are clear, right? So generally what happens here is we don't push anything to master. Okay, in reality, master branch, main branch will be protected branches. Means you will not be having permissions to push to them. What we'll do, we'll create other branches like demo branches and all. We develop there. This is what we do. See, I'm just going to demo branch, make some changes, whatever you have here. Git commit -am demo changes, something like this. Okay. Git status and git push horizon demo, right? This is what we do. We just work on local branches, push them to remote. So what happens here is once it is available on remote, right, like on demo branch, we will raise a PR that's called pull request or merge request, whatever you call it. We can create that pull request from this demo branch to master and merge the changes. Means you are raising a pull request that will be reviewed and approved. Means let me do it. See, pull request, create a new pull request from demo to master. See, it's showing comparison and all. So create a pull request. Also, there will be reviewers added. Okay, this is all taken care by the SCM admin, source code management system admins will be there who will take care of it, who will add the reviewers here. Right, so those reviewers could be your leads, managers who will review your changes and approve it. See, can't automatically merge. You can still create. Merge means they will review and create it. I can create a pull request. Reviewers will get the request. They will review it and they will have an option to merge this. It's blocked for me. Understood? Because there should be reviewers who should be merging it. This pull request is very important. This is how we merge the changes. I mean, we merge to master in reality. In Bitbucket, we call them as merge request, either pull request or merge request. This is how it works. See here, your branch is not protected, right? That's what you should set the protection rules. Those will be in the settings. If you go here, protect this branch, you will not be able to do direct comments on the master branch. That's how branches will be protected. And you should be raising only the pull requests. Once the pull requests are reviewed, then only they'll be merged into master branch. This is the flow actually. There will be different branching strategies implemented across. Generally, what we do is there are branches like this on remote, right? It could be master branch, which goes to production, dev branch for dev, test branch, and so on, right? What happens is in local repository, so we'll work on develop branch. Okay, we'll make our changes, push to develop branch on remote. Okay, so we'll create our CI/CD pipelines in such a way that whenever any commit made to dev branch, that pipeline will be triggered. This pipeline for dev branch will deploy onto dev environments. Once it is successful, what we'll do is we'll merge those changes, merge from dev to test branch. Merge means commits. That commit will automatically trigger CI/CD pipeline, which will deploy to test environments. If this is also successful, then for test to master, what we'll do, we'll raise a PR, pull request to master. Changes will be reviewed and then only merge. Once it is merged, again it's a commit. CI/CD will be triggered for prod environment and your changes goes to prod. Means end users can access them. Understood the flow, everyone? This is called Git branching strategy, direct and the simple branching strategy. Is this much clear? Any questions from anyone? So we are going to do this hands-on. Okay, once we are learning Git now with respect to managing the files, we will be learning it by integrating it into our Jenkins to trigger CI/CD part. That's where we'll cover these things. How your pipeline triggers automatically with the commits, how your changes will be moving to other branches and all, we'll see. That is all about Git and GitHub with respect to managing your files. We need to learn with respect to implementing it in the CI/CD pipeline. So the adding the collaborators, adding the reviewers, writing the protection rules means like I have shown you. Go here, protect the branch, give some rule name, and do you want to bypass it or what are the target branches, rules, restrictions deleted, right? Restrict means no one can delete it. Restrict updates means only allow users to bypass permission, right? You can add all those whatever settings you need and create the protection rule. As of now, I'm not doing it. Like I told you, that will be handled by the source code management team or admins who work for, like there'll be some org specific rules or the principles which they follow. So that's where those will be implemented. So that is most of it. And there is one more option here, fork, right? Cannot fork because you own this repository and are not a member of this organization. Fork means you create a copy of this repository. Means there could be so many open source projects on GitHub. Like there were so many open source projects on GitHub, like Docker projects and all. If you want to just contribute to such open source projects, right, you can add it into your account, into your GitHub account, so that it will be added as a copy into your GitHub account. So yeah, this is the one, right? Any projects, for example, there could be so many development projects, web development projects and all, where these are all open source, where we can take the base and develop on top of it, right? So this is a Docker one. So if you fork it, it will be added into your account. Not only development projects, Devops projects are also there. You can just fork it so that it will be added into your account so that you can develop on it as your own project. Right, that's what you can do using fork. Those are some miscellaneous options I'm showing you. Okay, like I have forked some open source projects. Let me show you. And see this game of life, something like I have forked it, right? You can see whenever it's forked, you will see like this, from the original source, you will see. Now, whatever changes I make here will not be visible to the original project, right? Only I get a copy here. Means I could take a base and develop on top of it, right? That's where you can fork. In this course, you will be forking it. Okay, I'll be sharing you some projects where you have to fork and work on them. Fork means it will be added into your copy, into your account, in your GitHub account. Any more questions from anyone? By the way, how many of you have completed your hands-on on Git? Where were you with the hands-on?
I completed until rebase.
Okay, that's not bad. Rebase yesterday, till yesterday it means, right? Good.
Yeah,
Only except remote repositories are there.
remote repositories and pad tokens are left because I had some issues in middle, man.
What were the issues?
So basically, I posted on the group as well. So I think when I tried to merge the files, right? So usually when I merge, like let's say there is file one in the main branch, master branch, there is file one text and there is file one text in feature branch. And when I merge it, usually it should merge both the content from file one and file two, right? If it is on the same line, it should ask for merge conflict, right?
Are those commits, are those files committed, or those changes committed?
Yes, those files are committed.
How did you check that?
Git status.
Is showing clean.
Yeah, it's showing clean.
Then
But what it's doing is when I do a git git merge with the branch, right? So
From which branch to which branch you are merging?
from from feature branch, I'm merging the feature branch to master branch.
I'm seeing the command like git merge branch one.
Because it is inserting one line and it is deleting one line. Usually that shouldn't happen, right?
Where are you seeing the deletion? You don't worry about those comments, okay? Open the file and see. It is
I
successfully showing you automatic merge working.
Yeah, when I opened the file, what happened was there is a assignment, right? Which has like creating branch one and branch two, and there is a master. So when I merged branch merged branch one and after that branch two, uh, it should have basically the initial content from the master branch, and I'll get a conflict when I'm merging. Merging when branch one and branch two are done, right?
Yeah, here
So,
you are getting confused. I would request you to watch that merge scenario, why you get a
okay.
conflict, the reason for
Okay.
conflict, and execute the same way I have shown in the class. Then do these exercises. First, do the
Uh,
same scenario which I did in the recording. Go through the recordings and try it
okay.
out. You are
Okay.
messing with the things here
Okay.
and don't get
Because
confused.
okay, because I followed the same lab assignment one, but uh, the results are not same. So that is the
So just
reason.
go through the recording. Okay, do
Okay,
the use I explained in the recording. Then
I'll
we'll
do that.
look at tab one.
Okay,
Okay,
sure.
I think you are confused over there.
Okay, sure, I'll do that.
Right, right. Any more questions? And where were you guys with the hands-on? Because this completes Git and GitHub. We'll be starting Linux from Monday. I just don't want to get into Linux part today. So any more questions you have, we can discuss now. Anywhere if you're stuck up. Also today, because of the festival, many people are not available.
Hi, Preeti. Yeah, I was stuck. I was in the Git 2 practicing. Actually, when I'm doing in the Visual Studio Code, like what you are doing and what I'm doing is not matching at all for me. So yeah, I was giving comments, but I'm not getting any answers like clear tree, clean tree. I was not able to get all those things.
Sorry, which thing?
Yeah, I was doing like the screen what you are showing to me now, the problems output, these things. It is not coming like this for me in my Windows. Yeah.
You
I
have to
tried
go
in
to terminal and new terminal. Then only it will open this terminal.
on the top terminal. Okay. Okay, got it. So now I have to give all the commands over there.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I will try now. Okay, sure. Thank you.
And also I have questions like should I use Git bash or should I use VS Code or should I use command prompt?
Yeah, yes. Yes.
Anything anything is fine, right? This is just a terminal, the same terminal opening in a single window. In the first day itself, I have explained this multiple times. This is just an editor coming along with your terminal. You may use Git bash. This is nothing but your Git bash. If you have Git bash in your Windows, you could also open your Git bash here. Okay, here is the
Okay.
drop down. You can open the same Git bash here. It's like opening your notepad means your editor, your terminal, everything on the same unified single window is your VS Code editor. Don't
Okay.
get confused. Any window is fine.
Anyway, okay. Got it. Yeah, sure. I will work on it. Yeah. Thank you.
Right. Any more questions as such? Any questions? from anyone else?
Hi, Preeti. So
Hi,
you,
go.
so you were telling before pushing, we have to pull all the files from remote repository. Suppose we
Not
have
files, not files. Git pull you have to do
commits.
means all commits you
Mm,
will get.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, commits. So
Hmm.
if we don't want those commits, means can't we avoid those things?
No, you should get the latest before you push.
We
Because other
must have.
stages are already pushed to remote. You have to
Yes.
pull, you have to push on top of it. You cannot say, I
Okay.
don't want this. Those are already committed, those are already pushed by others.
Yes, yes.
So others, anyone else cannot deny my changes unless it's a PR and unless he's a lead who will review the PR. So these are all called feature branches. Generally, we work for feature branch. Then if it is working fine, we'll push to develop. Then develop will trigger the pipeline. That's how it goes on. So you push,
Okay.
your pushing changes are not final. So anyone can push the changes. Because that's why you are not allowed to push to master branches. Is that making sense?
Yes, yes. Got it.
Right. Any more questions? So, how many of you have completed the quiz? I'm not seeing more responses on the quiz. Whenever you guys complete the quiz, we will be receiving this results. How many of you are taking up those quiz?
I took, I think I took 2, 3 of them. I think I took 2.
Please complete your quiz every day. You might be having, we don't have quizzes in reality, right? In interviews, and this is for your learning, for your registering the things. If you take up this quiz, the questionnaire, you will register the things. You will evaluate yourself, like where were you, at what point you were, how many concepts you are good with, what are other concepts you should get familiarized with. That's the reason to take up the quiz. We'll receive the results so that we'll also keep track on your learning progress and we can also guide you. So take the quiz and you can also retake them multiple times until you become strong. So please go through those quiz along like daily basis would be very good for you. Right? So go through the recording, go through the quiz and then the lab assignments. I believe you all got access to the LMS and everyone is in the WhatsApp group now. So it's now your turn to utilize all these facilities and learn the concepts from the core. So from Monday, we'll be starting with Linux basics, and Linux machine will spin up on AWS, and then we'll start with Jenkins. And Git is completed with respect to managing the files. It is, we should still learn it from with respect to integrating it in the pipeline, which we'll do in the coming days. Like from Monday, that's where we'll head to.
Yeah, Priti, like, don't we cover setting up the rules, branch rules, and all in Git?
No, because it's almost self-explanatory and the rules depends on org to org. Also, it's not DevOps engineer who will do it. There'll be a separate team who will manage your source code management systems. So they will do it. That's why I have given you an idea of how you do it. If you just go here, I already have shown you, right? There are different rules you can choose. Which one you choose, it's not a DevOps engineer's call or developer call. Those are set at the org level. Also not
Okay.
project level. These are at the org level. There will be some control procedure set at the org level. You have to
Okay.
have some idea, but you don't have to really do it. So you should understand, okay, there will be some rules set this way. Right?
Yeah.
So that is all I have pretty much. Go through the hands-on and we'll head with the Linux part from Monday. Be prepared, complete your all the hands-on on Git, all the quiz, all the assignments for before joining the class on Monday. And utilize the WhatsApp support if you have any queries. Thanks everyone. See you on Monday. Bye everyone. Have a good day and happy weekend and happy Karva Chauth. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Preeti.